Morning everybody. I know a lot of you have been asking to see me, you haven't seen me for a while on the videos and everything. Obviously I've been doing, different things and not wanting to be in front of the camera. So I thought I'd introduce this one with me in front of it. So I am alive, I'm fine. I've just got back from our trial camping trip. I was completely survived on just a jackery and all self-sufficient. It was unfortunately we weren't able to get into a space that we were supposed to go into because of the soft ground. So it also meant that I didn't make any pennies from the fundraising shop or anything. But what we did do was the cats were trained, had a fabulous time learning to cope with the public and the dogs and go in the pram and be tethered outside the lorry, being the catty on the back of the lorry, which I put up on my own, which was, I didn't know if that could be done or not. So I'm really happy to have been able to do that. I put the gazebo up. I sort of sorted all the stock and everything. Had a chance to get all that and sorted out. I've got so much stuff to sort out, to be honest. I'm back now. I've just come over to Di and Jane's at Forever Glass Art now. See my apprentice to train them tomorrow, and also just to sort of catch up with them because obviously they've sponsored me. I'm so grateful to them. I get my washing done, and my washing machine's broken down at home. I've got to sort that out. I think it's blocked with the water or something, but it won't spin or empty, so I've got to sort that out and get my head into that and clear some stuff out and clear my furniture out and everything, because sponsorship money is gone. I've got to now try and sort of survive on my own, and this is going to be, I'm so grateful for where we've got to right now. Obviously Hope is actually manageable. She's got so much build done now, she's doable. I can get out there and start using her and everything, but also got a long way to go to get her right and to be able to sort of cope with things and all the extra bits I still need to buy and build and whatever. But at least we are now in a position where we can go out, go places, which was huge. So I'm so grateful for that, for Di and for Stephen, my apprentice, and for David and for Ian, obviously, to get us on the road in the first place. Obviously my sponsors are listed at the end, but so grateful. Like I say, this is suddenly everything is a year ahead of schedule, which just blows my mind. I'm so grateful. I mean, the fact that I'm worthy. I know I'm worthy. I'm learning I'm worthy. I'm just so grateful that this has happened. I feel very blessed, and thank you of course to you lot who are following me and supporting me and making me feel that I'm not alone, and I try my best on these videos. Hopefully they get more interesting now as time goes on, as I start getting out and about with the cats and everything, and you start seeing a bit more of my world and what I do. And also, you've been part of my journey. I've got a lot to sort out. I've got to get my diet back on track and my my health back on track, which has been a bit of a struggle because obviously we can only afford the food that everything's so expensive nowadays, and to be able to sort of live on steak and it's not exactly very cheap. And obviously I haven't got the power in the van yet, or a fridge or anything. I've used the cool bag that I was gifted by, I think it was Hills on Tour, so thank you very much to them who donated that bag way back in, I think it was Stratford last year or somewhere, and it's finally come into use, and that fits underneath my little area where I've got my saucepans and my plates and everything, and I've rearranged the kitchen a little bit, so that goes under in the cupboard. And if I put frozen food in there, that lasts a few days, so and it keeps things chilled, so that's working really well. Obviously to go off and actually live off grid, learn to work with things and everything. Obviously the jackery was out in back in my bedroom, so I was plugged into that with my phone and my iPad, and that just about lasted for the 6 days I was there or so. So I'm hoping that it will last for Shrewsbury. It does actually take a long time to recharge, which is an issue. Even driving back from there, I think it only went up 10% in the area that I was driving, so a bit concerned over that. But obviously, we'll get sorted. The new leisure batteries are working a lot better. I put them back. I've just been home, so I've had them on charge all night. I've been home for overnight, so I put all the leisure batteries on charge. I've charged up the jackery back up before I've come back out to diets now. Now, the issue I've got on mechanically is this brake issue. Every now and again, the pedal goes hard and no brakes, and it's only very intermittent, very rarely, but it doesn't help when you come down to a junction. She decides she's going to do that for a few seconds. Now it looks like there is some sort of leak, or some sort of oil coming out onto the back wheel, so I'm wondering if there's a leak in a pipe and that'll allow air to get in, because when you bleed brakes, you push it and push it and it goes hard, and it, you know, it goes spongy, whatever, so it's like that hardness. So I'm wondering if, you know, the air's getting in somewhere and then just doing that sort of, that resistance, I don't know, but obviously I've got to get that sorted. I'll get some clues of that. I haven't got the money. I haven't got the money to go into a garage and get it all, the inspection, everything done. So I think we're trying sort of, I might give Joe Eden a call Viking, and see if he can pop out to see him at some point. But again, I've got to sort of sell some bits of my bungalow now to sort of fund him to come over and have a look at it. At the moment, ignorance is bliss. Other than that, Hope's driving absolutely beautifully. I'm loving her. You know, to be able to have done that run, I get emotional. Obviously in Grace, I was terrified. And the last time I drove the road back from Gainsborough, Market Raising, where I was, to home, I was absolutely terrified. I had to stop. It was just too much. She was walking too much. So be able to get back out there in Hope, and it's just lovely. It's just like driving a van. Obviously she's a lorry, but she drives like a van. And it's heaven. You know, I know she's slow. I'm like a little tortoise going along the road and holding everybody up, but that's not my fault. That's as fast as she'll go. But it's been such a joy to get out and drive her. I'm getting emotional because I've waited a long time to get back out and enjoy this and to get back on the road. I know it was only a trial run, and but I really enjoyed it. The cats were absolutely amazing, and everybody's been giving me so much wonderful feedback over the van and what I've done, and the colour of her and everything. Obviously I've got more to do, and that's so nice. It's so nice to know that, you know, the hard work's paid off. It is still a bodge job. It is still a lot of paint covering over the rust and everything, but it's all I can afford to do right now, and I couldn't have afforded to even do that without the support and the sponsorship I've had, and, you know, donations towards, you know, the bits of healing and everything that I've done, and paying, like buying my food so I could then use my food money to get the Wix order and things and everything in. So, and I also can't expect them to go on forever, which they're not. It's stopped now. I have to know, you know, I'm on the road now. We have to sort of get the fundraising pot out and beg for money again, and sell whatever I can in the bungalow, which obviously beforehand it was like that's the only chance I had of it in getting anywhere, and suddenly I've got all this without even doing that. So, you know, I can't say thank you enough to those who have really supported me and helped me and backed me and got me through this real challenging time. And obviously it's going to get harder and scary as things go forward. I mean, the Shrewsbury trip I'm half terrified about, but also so excited to get on the road, and it's just a real joy. I mean, things went wrong a little bit at the last one, but it just meant that I could just enjoy the cats. And actually, you go places expecting to do one thing, and I end up meeting some wonderful people who needed some healing, and I helped them, and freely, you know, just wonderful to do that. And the rest of the time I just sitting back in with the cats and watching them, and taking Mischief out for God knows how many walks a day. And she's got her confidence, and it's so nice. When beforehand she'd be carrying in the back of the pram when they'd see people or whatever, and now she's out watching the people camping, walking amongst them, walking through the trade stores. Yes, I've got back to having all holes in my shoulders and in my neck and everything, which she's been doing up just like Connie used to do. So it's like I've got my Connie back in a way through Mischief, which is also emotional. I even started dreaming about Connie, so she's with me obviously in spirit, and you know, it's just been a real joy. So I just thought I'd quickly, I've been waffling forever, quickly do an introduction to this one, and give you a little bit of just the last few moments with the cats. I wanted to be able to put a vlog in rather than wait to the end, you know, wait in turn for this to come out. But anyway, I've now got 4 weeks, I think, before we go to Shrewsbury. I've got to now try and find a way to carry the catty on the back and build something like that myself, because obviously, you know, we're down to whatever I can afford to do. So I've seen some giant hinges, strong hinges. I'm going to try and make a shelf on the back that drops down, so it folds down when it's not in use and everything. But anyway, I've also want to get some the stripes painted on the side. I might try to do that whilst that dies now. I'm only here for what day is it today? It's Tuesday day. I've got to see Stephen, my apprentice, tomorrow, and then I'm home Thursday. Friday, hopefully, I've got a settee being sold, my vintage lion paw settee, which I absolutely adore. But this is the sacrifices I'm making to have hope and to put some money into hope, and obviously, you know, fueling that. So anyway, I hope you enjoy a little bit more of the cats just having their last few walks before we left Market Raisin. And I might add on some bits one here, I don't know, but I mean, I'll try and get this uploaded for a Wednesday waffle. Like I say, thanks ever so much. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you haven't done so, show your friends, you know. There's so much, I've got over 1,000 videos that, you know, about, you know, travelling with cats and learning about cats and things like that. I know I have to sort of redo them one day. This is be more about my diary as well, but I appreciate those who've been following me and enjoying coming on my journey with me. I have got the Buy Me a Coffee, which is www.buymeacoffee.com/ and it's WildKatt OTR, which represents on the road. It's WildKatt OTR. On there we've got like memberships and, you know, the latest things that I'm trying to save for, and then on my website wildkatt.co.uk there'll be a donation page on there which also say about the food, you know, donations and things that I buy and whatever. I mean, I don't want to push out about the donations and things, you know. I'm grateful to those who do sort of help and support me. I hope to be supporting myself by the end of the year. So where am I next? Like I say, I'm at Van Life Festival Shrewsbury. I think that's the 2nd to 4th of June, and then from there we're going up to Van Love Fest at Elvington Airfield, and then I don't know what I'm doing after that. But my biggie, what I've got to get ready for, is obviously Elsie Carr Mind Body Spirit Fair in August. That's the real biggie I've got to get ready for, to sort of get myself up and about. And before that, obviously, I have got the Cats Memorial trip. I have to go up to Ribblehead, which would be a bit of time out, but also a very emotional trip where I go and see Sticky Stone and where all the cat sashes have been, and that's usually in the July time. And that'd be an important trip. That'd be an emotional trip. But when I have to make it each year, and I intend to make that each year, can I afford it? No idea. But it's important that I go. Obviously, my cats are my world. And again, I wouldn't be surviving without their support and them giving me purpose. And Mischief and Spirit, my word, it's just right at the moment. You know, I'd love to have more Savannahs. I'd love to have that one-on-one, bigger, vicious one. That would come one day. But right now, these two are just perfect. So obviously the losses happened for a reason. Having these two mean everything fits in. I can go away and leave them to do bits. I can walk with them. I can keep them here. I can, you know, they are a great company for each other. They are obviously starting to get used to the public. Then obviously Mischief is not a pet. We're neither really pets really in the day. They're protection cats and guard cats. But I'm so looking forward to put them on display in the Field of Dreams with the cattery on the back, and show off the van, and, you know, show the state she's in. She's a work in progress. I'm really looking forward to that. So anyway, hope to meet you on the road one day, or in the field, or out at the shows, or out at the festivals. And thank you once again for being on here and watching me and supporting me. It means the world. And I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Been let out of their big cage because they've been on good behaviour. So there's the new shelves up. Just hook on shelves so I can take them off so it doesn't affect the panels when they're being put away. And I'll paint the bits of board orange so it looks a bit brighter. But obviously the shelf come off, but the board stays on there. So it's giving me a lot more space in here. I've just taken Mischief, walked her all the way through the day crowd and the trade area with so many people and so much noise and dogs. She was absolutely amazing. She jumped on my shoulder and just sat there, and just, you know, we just walked all the way through. And then she jumped down at the end and was down with all the dogs, and then she walked back so calmly. Amazing girl. I mean, the training she's had this week has just been fabulous, and that was really brave of her. And as you can see, they're both quite happy to sort of go outside a bit more now rather than being protected. This is Mischief's, Spirit's time out a bit more now. We come the other side of the lorry, so we're in our little corner rather than being next to all the neighbours, which are talking a lot at the moment. So I'm a little bit exploring, watching the bugs and everything. But now I'm just so proud of Mischief. She's just done incredible. Seeing, you know, she didn't want to sort of no people or crowds or anything, but she would watch, and she's obviously got used to realising that the people are okay, they're not going to hurt her. And the dogs, you know, aren't going to come chasing her, but she knows she can jump up on me if need be. Yeah, so happy. My Spirit's quite happy to staying close to the van, where you can run back in when somebody gets too close to him or anything, and obviously with the pram as well. But yeah, it's so worth coming just to train these two and getting used to the cat here as well. Just got to tidy up in there now and organise a bit more, and get hinges for that stable door so that sits upright. Make a carrier for the catchup to be carried on. Get a roof for it as well, so then these shower curtains will then go on the side for a bit of shower cover. Yeah, so I'm just so chuffed with them. You can see they can focus on hunting the insects around them, worrying about the people and the dogs about. So happy. So it's Sunday, it's the final day that we're at Camille camping. I've decided to take them both out and test them with the pram. We've been through the busy area, now we're just going through the dog walk through the woods. So this is all the survival stuff and everything. So I thought I'd just get a video for our cat vlog and show how well they're doing. What a good boy, what a good girl. Hey, good babies. Hold on, did you? Good girl. Oh, walking this way, Chief. This way. Good girl. This way, Chief. Good girl. You can walk. You don't have to get up all the time. Walk in. No, should I look up here? It's quite good being up here. Bushcraft area. This is all the Viking huts and everything they were making. Lovely and quiet in here. It's just heaven. And this goes on to the healing area, just in the woods. Just so peaceful and beautiful. It just makes you realise just how much you want your own nice space, your own bit of woodland to enjoy. I'll get on in the log burner. Good girl. Spirit is ever just sat in the front, visiting a few dogs, walk around just now and you're a good boy, aren't you? Spirit's okay. Alright, you're a good boy. Just give him some confidence and cuddles, make sure he's okay. And they're slowly getting used to the people and the dogs, and it's just absolutely incredible, which is what this trip was all about. I thought there's no point me going home tomorrow and not actually getting them both out and showing what they can do. So I didn't video going through the trade area, because obviously I wanted all hands on deck, and just to sort of calm things down. I might try and get some of that going back again. Just have a nice walk through here now and just enjoy it with them for now. So here we are back at Di's, and as you see, Miss Chief's had a little wander, made sure everything's okay, and she's back on her mat. We haven't got the ramp down, so we're going through the same training procedure that she has a mat to sit on. Spirit has a pram to sit in, there's a little tray there. I've got them tethered to the side of the van today on the horse hook. So I'll see what she's up to. You can have a look up the front, we'll come back down here. I'm sat on Di's chairs back here, nice and quiet. So she have a little wander and keep an eye on her. There's some fresh air. Spirit's still asleep. He loves riding in the van. They all go in the catcher in the front and go to sleep when we're travelling. So he's still fast asleep out there. Gigi, where you gone? What's she up to? What are you doing? See, the door's open for if she needs to. Good girl, what are you doing? Come on. Come on, back on your mat. Good girl, you were tangled, aren't you? Marking everywhere. Good girl, come on your mat. Come here, Kitty. Will you get tangled under the lorry? Miss Chief, come on. Come on, this way, on your mat. What a good girl. On your mat. You're tangled, look at the state of you. You're all tangled. What are you doing? You're tangled, good girl on your mat. Oh, tangled legs, come here. Oh, tangled legs, that way. Oh, dearie me, is it, mummy? Oh, she sits there, tangled. Sit on your leg. Why are you all tangled? I'm trying to help you. Good girl. There you go. As you can see, they've managed to get their character. On your mat, good girl. And defence enough sorted. What a good girl they are. She sit on the mat and watch the world go by. Now, any mat would do. It's just basically a blanket, but they're taught to sit on it and watch from there. What a good girl. What a good girl. So we've just come out of the woods up there and we've come into the next field, and we're following the field down towards the lane that I pointed out last time. We've got Di with us. We're exploring. Just to try and find myself. Where are you looking? Beautiful. I see a butterfly. He's going to run it over. So we want to get down to that lane and see if we can find a way back to the village and back up. Or we'll take Mischief, who's presently hiding, back into the field. But it's a beautiful day again. Again, just going a little bit further each time, testing the pram out. Whilst I'm up here. Chief, what are you doing? Are you hiding? You're a silly girl, aren't you? Yeah, I've got to take another layer off in a minute. Right, so it's a beautiful day and we'll just see where we go this way. So we found the lane on the bottom of that field. So we would have come down alongside that great field up there, the other side up there, and then up through. So now we're committed now. So we're going to follow the lane up and find our way somehow through the buildings and back over. It's absolutely beautiful today.